Hi, I'm Tim Travis of Xbox Reviews and Verdicts, and today I'm reviewing the Citadel DLC for Mass Effect 3. It's been a year since Mass Effect 3 was released, but for its final story-based add-on, BioWare wants to celebrate the Mass Effect universe by bringing back as many characters as possible. Expect some action and plenty of fan service. But is this the ultimate send-off we were promised it would be? So what's the verdict on the Citadel DLC? Let's find out.
There are people trying to kill you.
Yeah, I think he's aware of that.
Citadel begins with some well-deserved shore leave, and Shepard is given Admiral Anderson's old apartment. He is then invited to dinner with Joker, but it turns out to be a trap when an unknown band of mercs attempt to end Shepard's life. From then on, it's all hands on deck to find the source of the attacks and put a stop to it. It is really cool that so many characters make an appearance over the course of this DLC. Rex returns as a temporary squad member, and newcomer Brooks is one of the series' quirkiest characters.
They said the Medigel might make me jumpy. Do I seem jumpy?
But the story just isn't as dramatic as other Mass Effect DLC, or any of the major missions from the main game for that matter. The plot twist does make sense in the context of the universe, but it's not all that satisfying, and the one decision to be made barely had any impact. Though there were times I laughed pretty hard, the primary narrative is more of a series of nods to fond Mass Effect memories than a full-blown tribute to the series. It should be pointed out that you can play this at any time after the Citadel coup, but before the endgame. But characters you see will only be there if you completed their mission. So if you haven't completed the Rannoch story arc yet, you won't be seeing Tali. So if you want to see as many characters as possible, play it later in your Mass Effect 3 playthrough. Gameplay just isn't as good as other Mass Effect 3 DLC. The firefights are just okay, there is some stealth but it's half-baked, and the final boss is pretty lame. The total length of the main missions is under 3 hours, but after the running and gunning, you get to spend some quality time with your favorite characters by throwing a party for an extra hour or so of playtime. The party vibe is somewhat at odds with the series' largely serious tone, but this is where most of the fan service is.
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's an idea. Wait, what?
Beyond that, there's a new section of the Citadel that features an Armax combat arena, which includes a slew of unlocks. Strangely, the combat here might be a bit more satisfying than that of the main story, but it's still optional. There are new weapon mods, much of which are ultralight materials for various weapon types, so they aren't as dramatic as other attachments, but the additions are nice. The only new weapons are the return of the M7 Lancer and a suppressed pistol. Sure, they are actually new to Mass Effect 3 and not just old pre-order bonuses, but they aren't that standout. Citadel has its moments, but given that this add-on takes up 4 gigs of hard drive space and that this is the final single-player DLC for Mass Effect 3, it's reasonable to expect something a little more substantial. And if you thought the Omega DLC was a bit expensive at 1200 Microsoft points, you'll have similar feelings here. Fans who can't get enough Mass Effect 3 should consider it, but it's not the ultimate Mass Effect 3 send-off it could have been.
I look ridiculous.
Think of it like camouflage.
Thanks for watching this review. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope you enjoy my future videos.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard, Shepard, Shepard.
Rex. Grunt.
Shepard. Shepard. Shepard.